David, thank you so much for joining us today. We're here to talk a little bit about your experience working with us and yeah, how things have gone. So let's start from the beginning, man. Take me back to before we even started. What did your job search actually look like day to day, man?
Man, it was terrible, bro. I was applying to jobs left, right, and center. And I wasn't landing anything. Like I was getting interviews. I remember I was getting interviews, but I was never making it past that second stage. I remember I'd get past the first stage, but never ever past the second stage. And something that really helped was the interview prep guides that you created. And I was able to just get through the second stages super quickly.
Beautiful. And applying before, what were you doing to apply?
Just playing on the basic ones like Indeed, LinkedIn, the ones that everyone applies to, right? And then what I noticed you were doing differently, man, you were actually reaching out. I don't even know how you're getting the information of the hiring managers, even the VPs, the CEOs. Literally one of the companies I hopped on a call with for the interview, they told me that their AE actually got the job doing the exact same thing that you did for me, which is reaching out to the actual, the decision makers and really the people that are in charge of hiring the SDRs there.
Got it. But would you say was it pretty frustrating, applying for jobs on your own?
Yeah, man. The thing is, man, it's just so like it's time consuming. And obviously, like I'm busy with other things, man, right? Like I'm working, I'm trying to crack into, get into tech sales, I'm trying to crack into SDR work. Obviously, it's frustrating. Last thing you want to do when you get home and you're tired of doing your work, right, is start applying every day. But you were doing that clockwork, day in and day out.
When you first heard about this, what kind of made you decide to try this? And was there any hesitation or skepticism going in?
I saw that you're able to help Chance get a job, a role within literally 11 days flat. And I said, I immediately booked a call with you because I was already applying to jobs. And I hopped on the call and remember the conversation. I was just literally waiting for you to pitch me or anything, nothing. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? So I had to you told me to check out the website. And yeah, I didn't even think twice, man. Honestly, because the ROI it's just a no-brainer, right? It's just a complete no-brainer. And so yeah, I didn't even think twice. I moved quickly, sent you a message, and we got started right away.
Now, David, let's talk about the experience. When was the first moment you thought, okay, this is actually working?
So definitely the first day, man. Like literally first day, second day. Like you moved super quickly. You can. That's how I like to operate and everything as well. And so I really really appreciated that. Like literally first day, second day, I was already getting interviews in the pipeline. Like, it was crazy. I was like, I honestly wasn't expecting the results to be that quick.
And you had an interview almost every day for weeks. What is that? What did that like feel like as a candidate and how many things were going on at once?
Bro, a lot was going on at once. Honestly, it wasn't even like one interview a day, bro. It was like 2 to 3 interviews, literally every day. The biggest problem wasn't getting the interviews. It was literally knowing when to schedule them, how to schedule them around my day. That was the biggest, what's it called? Yeah, the biggest problem, I guess, so to say. It was literally crazy, man. When they started piling up, I was literally just falling behind. I was getting constant reminders from you, like, "Hey, man, you got interviews, book them in, book them in." It was just insane, bro, literally.
Did that
And then
make
what
you feel stronger as a candidate? Increase your
made me
confidence?
yeah, it definitely did. It made me feel stronger, especially after going through the interviews. Like going through so many of them, hearing the same questions.
If you had to put what happened into numbers, what would you say?
I mean, man, just the last time I checked the portal, it was 43 interviews, man. It's crazy. Like it was literally just like it was so many interviews. And on top of that, I guess, one thing that I haven't even spoken about, but when I would hop on these calls, hop on these interviews, just a confidence I felt. And I was this is the first time I've been so relaxed for interviews because I knew I had so many waiting for me that were already booked. And on top of that, the skills of actually interviewing, it's like really, really accelerated my learning, my interviewing skills for sure, going through that process. 100%. And so even that's just a skill that I'll really have for myself. On top of that, I recorded these interviews and I actually studied them as well. So now I picked up that skill. That's with me for life.
Looking at the whole run, where did things land for you and how has this impacted your life?
I mean, compared to where I started off, man, I was barely getting past through the interviews, and now I got to the stage where I landed my first role within, like 2 to 4 weeks, super quickly. And on top of that, I'm at final stages, final rounds with other companies. And so going through that really, really helped me confidence wise, skill wise. And now I'm just waiting to really pick out the best offer that really lands in my lap. And so that's definitely helped me an insane amount.
And how has this changed some of the things in your life?
I mean, man, it literally, like from what I was making before, literally 3x my income. Imagine 3xing your income within a span of literally 2 to 4 weeks. It's literally, it can change lives, and it definitely changed mine, right? It was like from 0 to 100. It was crazy, man. And, obviously at the end of the day, I'm super, super grateful.
Who would you say this is actually for, and who should be doing this?
Man, I would say this is for anyone that's either looking to get into sales, anyone that's working a job and wants to make more money, switch industries. Honestly, anyone that wants to work remote, man. If you want to work remote, sales is 100% definitely the best to get into, right? And the skills it teaches you, it's insane, man. So I would say literally anyone that wants to make more money, that wants to work remote, or wants to switch careers. Really, at the end of the day, it's the best choice I would recommend for anyone.
And what about for people that are currently in sales and might be looking for their next opportunity?
Oh man, because you were able to get me really, really good opportunities. Like every single interview you were getting me was paying the amount that I was looking for. Like there was not one that wasn't paying the amount that I was looking for. So if you're already in sales, you're looking to make more money, really crack it, go up market, whatever role you're looking to land, sales hunter will get those opportunities on the board for you. Literally all you have to do is show up. It's a no-brainer, like 100% no-brainer. I've been literally recommending it to all my friends, sending them all over to Sales Hunter.
What would you tell someone who might be viewing this and is still on the fence about working with Sales Hunter?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like you have to be very, very low IQ to not make the move. It is genuinely a no-brainer. I made the decision like that. It was super quick. Like imagine, let's say for example, you were charging me 3,000 a month, which obviously you're not, but let's say you're charging 3,000 a month. You pay 1 or 2 months to get a job that's making you 80K to 100K a year. That's from 3,000 to 100K. Like just think about the return on that. Meanwhile, there's university students getting themselves into so much debt, getting out of college and not being able to find a job. Or if they find a job, it's going to be very, very low paying compared to what you could get working in sales or working with Sales Hunter.
What would the last 2 months look like if you'd been doing this job search on your own?
Man, I probably wouldn't be here, man. Like it was like I wouldn't have landed the job 100% without a doubt. Because even on the very first introductory call we walked on, I hopped on, you were able to guide me and really show me what could be done. And so that's what sold me like 1,000,000%. And so if it wasn't for working with Sales Hunter in the last 2 months, I wouldn't have landed a job. I'd be in the same position, making 3 times less than what I'm making now.
Anything else about the experience you want to add that I may have not asked, David?
And honestly, man, a very, very super underrated part that I believe I mentioned to you was just the mental aspect of it, right? Because a lot of people can go through the interviews, but just being coached, having kind of like a coach, like literally by your shoulder on your side, coaching you from literally point A to point Z, coaching you through the entire process. That was super, super helpful for me, man. Because let's say, for example, I was landing the interviews, I was getting on the jobs, I would have thrown in the towel like time ago. Like we went through it, but you were there coaching me, guiding me, literally along the way. We would hop on calls. You would break down, things that I was going through, how to really navigate that and get through that and break through, man. So that was like super underrated portion of your service, which I was not expecting at all, man. So that, I 100% believe that was probably the number one reason I was able to land the jobs I did, get the opportunities that I definitely got.
Well, David, that about sums it up. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer these questions. And congratulations on all the hard work you put in. You definitely worked for this and earned this, and I'm super happy to see things worked out for you in your favor. So it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for working with us and trusting us. And we'll always be here to help you in whatever you need. And once a hunter, always a hunter.
Yeah, man. If I ever need to get another job or anything, literally, no brainer. You're the first person I'll go to. And I've literally been recommending everyone around me to have sent a lot of people your way. And, because I believe the service is great. So yeah, man. end of the day, really appreciate it. You changed the trajectory of my career. So I appreciate it, brother.